So it was KJ Ramsey that said, all pain triggers a reminder, deeper than thought, buzzing through blood and bone, that we are fragile and finite. Notice your body again when you think of a certain person. Certain people, when they walk into the room, you may identify as emotionally dangerous. You have discomfort around that person. So, regrettably, it was my mother-in-law at one time. I was already to be criticized for the way I was raising my kids. Or I'll never forget the day she was visiting and she said, "My son won't be having to make his own tea while I'm here," she said, as she plugged in the tea kettle. And yeah, while she was visiting for that weekend, he did not make his own tea. So when I was around her, my amygdala was activated, just gently keeping an eye of whether I needed to flee. So you may have a certain person that is discomforting for you to be around. Think about that. An animal. I find it fascinating that some people find dogs comforting and other people find dogs a trigger, especially if they were bitten or were attacked by a dog. If that wasn't dealt with, they may be holding on to the trauma of that event with a dog. Same with a cat or any other animal. A place. Is there a certain place that is a trigger for you? A topic? Oh my goodness. Politics, and certainly certain politicians in certain countries and it's like you can't almost mention certain countries or certain people in politics, or it's a danger signal for people. A certain thought, often to do with criticism or judgment. Even a word can trigger somebody. People have been sexually abused. They can have a reaction to touch. Certain smells. There are people that alcohol, if they grew up with alcoholic parents, or some of your youth that may have an issue with the smell of alcohol. Marijuana may be a smell that will trigger people. You don't know the story. You just know the reaction. An activity. You may ask somebody to do something, or even yourself, you may avoid a certain activity. That heights, there's a lot of people that have phobia, for example, to heights, or doing an activity with an animal, horse, dog, or whatever. Fierce eyes can scare people, especially children. Children are down here, and you can look like God to them because they're looking up. Fierce eyes, facial expressions, other than fierce eyes. Like there's rolling eyes, clenched teeth, all kinds of facial expressions. A certain tone of voice, either loud or soft, or loud, soft, fast. A hand gesture, well, you know, come on, you all know this one, right? All right, so I want you to take your list, and I want you to think about what you put on your list of cues of danger and how you might minimize and manage. Just choose one, maybe choose not the hardest one to minimize and manage, but choose one. What strategy do you use, or could you use, to manage these triggers of not feeling emotional safety? Well, I'll tell you about mine as you're formulating your answer about how you do manage triggers, or how you could, is when I was younger, I ended up fainting and waking up at home after a nurse spent about a half an hour at my school trying to find a vein in my arm, and she got really frustrated and started just jabbing me, and I woke up. And ever since then, seeing a needle was a trigger for me. However, I started to take charge of it as an adult, and I know that I have invisible veins that are hard to access. I ask for butterfly needles. I have found Eduardo at the clinic that I go to take my blood. I will wait an hour if he is off shift. I have Eduardo, so I manage that trigger. And I'm very interested in how you might manage whatever trigger you have. We won't get too personal and be asking you about your trigger. But yes, so Katie, deep breathing. And again, deep breathing is belly breathing, breathing into the stomach. All babies are belly breathing. If you see a newborn baby, and if a kid is in a safe home, they almost, like when they're 2 or 3, have that belly stomach. Sometimes parents worry about it, but they are good belly breathers. There's a reason the Buddha images all have this big stomach. Yes, avoid those people that trigger you if possible. Yes, that's another strategy, is to avoid. Deep breathing and praying. For many people, praying is very effective. I had a situation that was going on last week, and when I went to Sunday service last Sunday, I asked for a practitioner to sit with me, and I received a very personalized breathing. You just taught me that I've been deep breathing wrong my entire life. I'm learning to sing properly, so belly breathing is still a challenge for me. All right. Little trick. Lie on the floor. Melanie, put a book on your belly and see if you can raise the book up and down. It's just a little trick for people that have never really thought about this belly breathing. And a huge number of people in North America do the, and we're not talking about great sex here. We're talking about when we breathe into the chest, it can panic the amygdala. Right. Okay, cool. I love the interaction from you, Melody. Thank you. I feel heard here. Okay, and Renuka, you say think positive. Yes, our thoughts do trigger the amygdala. We can monitor our thoughts. That's why journaling is so powerful. So I often have my clients, I gift them with a journal and I ask them, just till I see you next time, when you think about it at bedtime, write down some of the thoughts that you had and then how you felt and then what the body sensation was and then how you managed it. So here we go again. Identify signals of emotional safety. What's that person that you reached out to? Look at my man. Hello, Les. Look in the camera, sweetie. Yeah. There's one of my people. Aw. Yeah. Aw, Les, where are you? Where are you? And then he comes and he just holds my hand. He doesn't have to say anything. See, that's the beauty. If you know that somebody's emotionally safe for you. Animal, our cat. Some people, I have my friend Russ says, Patricia, if I come to your house now, since you got a cat, we just got her about 2.5 years ago. He said, I'll die. I have such severe allergies. Terrifies me to think about being around a cat. But for us, she sits between us and we both have our hands on her, sort of overlapping when we watch television. It's very sweet. A place. Oh, my home here. I love our home. It's my favorite place. My mother's home used to be my favorite place. Where's your favorite place? I'd sleep much more when I went to my mom's house. The topic? I love talking about healing. I love talking about love. I love talking about relationships. I love doing and exploring relationships in couple therapy. Yeah, a certain thought. I love thinking about I'm lovable, I'm capable, and I'm resilient. Those are 3 of my favorite thoughts. A word. Ooh, not many people choose a word for the year. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Melanie. I enjoy finding a sunbeam to just sit in for a few minutes. That's beautiful. You can always get a sunlight, right? One of those sun lamps. A touch. Oh my goodness. Touching our cat. She teaches us so much about self-care. And I love touching my husband's hair. Do you notice how often I stroke your hair, Les? It feels like silk, actually. And I like washing dishes. I like washing the pots and pans. I actually enjoy it. I love the sudsy, cleaning feeling of it. Yeah, daily walks in nature with my dog. So you're getting double whammy there, Lynette, by the walking, which is very, very good for you. And being in nature. There's something called the nature pill. 20 minutes in nature can be equivalent to an antidepressant. Smell. Certain smells are delightful for people. Activity. There are people that live to ski. Fear. Oh, that's a typo error, folks. What should that say? I'm going to leave it to you to help me out here. What should that say instead of fierce eyes? Come on, give me some words. Oh, the smell of burning wood. I love that. And thank you, Katie. Soft eyes. Yes, soft eyes. Kind eyes works as well, but what are kind eyes? Kind eyes are soft eyes. If we're staring at somebody and our muscles in our face have all got tense and where our eyes are bulging, fierce eyes are scary eyes. Soft eyes look typically around the cheek area, not into the eyes. Into the eyes can feel invasive, but we do want to let people know with our eyes that we care and we're available. And so soft eyes just around the cheeks. Facial expressions again, in a certain tone, loud, fast. I'm trained in hypnosis, and some of my work, I go there and I say, so just let your eyes feel the heaviness of the eyelids. That's right. Ah, yes. And the inhale. And the exhale. That's right. Yes. Right? So that's hopefully taking people deeper in. Yoga. Yes, hypnosis with yoga, Elena, can be very powerful. A hand gesture. Yes, this is, not this, but like this, welcoming and opening hands and arms. Very beautiful. Okay, some people already started sharing. Hand over heart, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, that says I'm touched. I'm touched. Yes, the impact of somebody else caring for you. So please add to this list that's already started about people, animals, places, activities, body parts that bring you comfort. Please add here. Join in and support and participate one another. We're not alone in this world. We're connected. And of course, gratitude is a very good practice. There's lots of research on gratitude. Can uplift our mood. Yeah, using a weighted blanket. Yes, for anybody with sensory issues, a weighted blanket is very, very helpful. It'll improve your sleep. All right, so how can you increase and deepen? And I mean, typically these beautiful suggestions that you've made for increasing your sense of comfort. So increasing and deepening is maybe more focus and scheduling, making sure that it becomes a habit pattern. And maybe it already is, so you continue doing what's important for you.